Number 1. England versus Argentina, 1986, The Hand of God. Few World Cup moments have created more outrage than the quarterfinal between England and Argentina in 1986. The match already carried enormous political tension, following the Falklands War just 4 years earlier, making every challenge feel personal. Then, in the 51st minute, football witnessed one of its greatest robberies. As the goalkeeper rushed out, Diego Maradona secretly punched the ball into the net with his left hand. The Tunisian referee completely missed the obvious handball, allowing the goal to stand despite furious English protests. Moments later, Maradona produced the legendary goal of the century, dribbling past almost the entire England team, which often overshadows the controversy surrounding the first goal. Years later, Maradona famously admitted the goal had been scored a little with the head of Maradona and a little with the hand of God, turning the incident into football mythology. To Argentine fans, it became legendary gamesmanship. To England, it remains daylight robbery that changed World Cup history forever. Number 2. Italy versus South Korea, 2002, The Golden Goal Controversy. The 2002 World Cup produced one of the most controversial knockout matches ever played. Italy entered the round of 16 as favorites against co-host South Korea, but the night quickly descended into chaos. Italian striker Francesco Totti received a second yellow card for what officials judged as simulation inside the penalty area, even though many believed genuine contact had occurred. Throughout the match, Italy also saw several dangerous Korean tackles escape punishment, while multiple close offside decisions went against them. Then, during extra time, Ahn Jung-hwan scored the golden goal that eliminated Italy. Furious Italian players surrounded the referee after the final whistle, accusing him of completely losing control of the match. Media across Europe described the officiating as one of the worst performances in World Cup history. Although FIFA defended the result, the controversy has never disappeared. Even today, many supporters still argue Italy were not beaten by South Korea. They were beaten by disastrous officiating. Number 3. Germany versus England, 2010, The Ghost Goal. Modern goal line technology exists largely because of one unforgettable mistake during the 2010 World Cup. Germany led England 2-1 when midfielder Frank Lampard unleashed a powerful shot that smashed against the crossbar before bouncing clearly behind the goal line. Television replays instantly showed the ball had crossed by nearly half a meter. Millions of viewers saw the goal, players saw the goal, commentators saw the goal, everyone except the officials. The referee waved play on, leaving England stunned, while Germany immediately launched a counterattack and eventually won comfortably. The decision completely changed the momentum of the match and reignited worldwide criticism of FIFA's refusal to introduce technology. Public pressure became impossible to ignore. Just 2 years later, FIFA officially approved goal line technology, ensuring future mistakes of this magnitude could finally be prevented. England never recovered that afternoon, but their misfortune permanently transformed football forever. Number 4. France versus Republic of Ireland, 2010. The handball that sent France to the World Cup. Sometimes the biggest World Cup robbery happens before the tournament even begins. During the 2010 qualifying playoff between France and the Republic of Ireland, the tie appeared destined for penalties until extra time produced one of football's most infamous moments. As the ball drifted toward the byline, Thierry Henry clearly controlled it with his hand, not once, but twice, before crossing for teammate William Gallas to score the decisive goal. Irish defenders immediately surrounded the referee, desperately pointing at Henry's obvious handball, but the officials allowed the goal to stand. Television replays confirmed what millions already knew. France had qualified because of an illegal touch. Henry later admitted he handled the ball, while Ireland unsuccessfully appealed for the match to be replayed. FIFA rejected the request, insisting the referee's decision was final. For Irish supporters, it remains the cruelest robbery in their football history, denying an entire nation the chance to compete on the world's biggest stage, through a mistake everyone could clearly see. Number 5. Argentina versus Mexico, 2006, The Phantom Offside Goal. The round of 16 clash between Argentina and Mexico became another painful reminder of football before modern VAR. Deep into extra time, Maxi Rodriguez eventually scored the famous winning volley. But long before that moment, another massive controversy had already shaken the match. Argentina thought they had taken the lead through Hernan Crespo after a rebound inside the penalty area. Television images instantly revealed Crespo had been standing well offside when the original shot was played, yet neither the referee nor the assistant raised the flag. Mexican players protested furiously, while giant stadium screens accidentally replayed the incident, exposing the incorrect decision to everyone inside the stadium. The referee even saw the replay himself, but had no authority under FIFA's rules to overturn the goal. Although Mexico eventually forced extra time before losing, the incident became one of the strongest arguments for introducing video review into football. It demonstrated how a single missed offside call could completely alter a World Cup knockout match. Number 6. Brazil vs. Croatia, 2014, the opening match penalty controversy. The opening match of the 2014 World Cup was supposed to celebrate football, but instead, it ignited accusations of favoritism toward the host nation. With the score tied 1-1 midway through the second half, Brazilian striker Fred went down inside the Croatian penalty area after minimal contact from defender Dejan Lovren. To the disbelief of Croatian players, the referee immediately pointed to the penalty spot. Replays suggested the contact was incredibly soft, with many believing Fred had exaggerated the challenge to win the decision. Neymar calmly converted the penalty, giving Brazil the lead before they secured a 3-1 victory. After the match, Croatian officials openly accused FIFA of protecting the tournament hosts, while global media spent days debating whether the penalty should ever have been awarded. Although Brazil ultimately deserved respect for their tournament run, the controversial decision overshadowed the opening night and remains one of the most debated refereeing calls in modern World Cup history. Number 7. Germany vs. Austria, 1982. The disgrace of Gijón. Some World Cup robberies are not caused by referees. They are committed by the players themselves. Heading into the final group match of the 1982 World Cup, both Germany and Austria knew exactly what result would send them both into the next round while eliminating Algeria. Germany scored after just 10 minutes through Horst Hrubesch, giving them the perfect scoreline. Then something unbelievable happened. For the remaining 80 minutes, both teams almost completely stopped attacking. Players casually passed the ball around with virtually no intention of scoring, while furious fans inside the stadium whistled, booed, and waved white handkerchiefs in protest. Television commentators openly criticized what they were watching, calling it one of football's darkest spectacles. Algeria had already completed all of its matches and could do nothing but watch its qualification disappear. Although no rules had technically been broken, the sporting spirit had been completely abandoned. The scandal became so enormous that FIFA permanently changed tournament scheduling, ensuring every final group match would be played simultaneously to prevent another robbery like the infamous disgrace of Gijón. Number 8. Spain vs. South Korea, 2002, the match full of disallowed goals. If Italy felt robbed earlier in the tournament, Spain believed they suffered an even worse fate against co-host South Korea in the quarterfinals. Throughout the match, Spain repeatedly found the net, only to see celebrations cut short by highly controversial officiating. 2 perfectly good Spanish goals were disallowed, including one from Fernando Morientes, after the assistant referee incorrectly judged the ball to have gone out of play before the cross. Television replays clearly suggested the ball had remained inside the field, leaving Spanish players completely stunned. The match eventually reached a penalty shootout, where South Korea advanced to the semifinals. Spanish newspapers described the performance of the officials as disgraceful, while fans across Europe questioned how so many critical decisions could consistently favor the tournament hosts. Even decades later, the match remains one of the biggest refereeing controversies in World Cup history, with many supporters insisting Spain were denied a deserved place in the semifinals. Number 9. Argentina vs. Netherlands, 1978, the host nation controversy. The 1978 World Cup final remains surrounded by suspicion more than 4 decades later. Tournament hosts Argentina faced the Netherlands in Buenos Aires, with enormous political pressure hanging over the competition. Before kickoff, the Dutch team endured an unusually long delay, while officials repeatedly inspected players and equipment, disrupting their preparation. During the match itself, several refereeing decisions favored Argentina in key moments, while the passionate home atmosphere placed immense pressure on every official. Argentina eventually won 3-1 after extra time to lift their first World Cup trophy. Although no definitive evidence has ever proven corruption, the combination of political influence, controversial officiating, and unusual circumstances has fueled endless debate ever since. For many Dutch supporters, the final was not simply lost on the pitch, it was influenced by everything happening around it. Whether conspiracy or coincidence, the 1978 final remains one of football's most controversial championship matches. Number 10. Argentina vs. France, 2022, the penalty debate. One of the greatest World Cup finals ever played also produced one of its biggest modern controversies. Early in the first half, Argentine forward Ángel Di Maria went down inside the French penalty area after contact from Ousmane Dembélé. The referee immediately awarded a penalty, allowing Lionel Messi to open the scoring. French supporters argued the contact was too soft and claimed Di Maria had exaggerated the challenge, while others insisted Dembélé had carelessly clipped his opponent. Even after Argentina eventually won on penalties, following an unforgettable 3-3 draw, debates over that early decision continued across the football world. Unlike many robberies of the past, this incident was reviewed under VAR and still upheld by the officials, proving that even modern technology cannot eliminate every controversy. The 2022 final reminded football fans that no matter how advanced the rules become, some World Cup decisions will always divide opinion forever.